Hey guys, I'm your niche coach, Alicia Lester, and today on Get Your Shit Together, we are talking about finding yourself. So, to find yourself, that means you had to have been lost at some point. So, we are going to find a way to help bring you back. And when I say find yourself, I mean like after a relationship, after having a child, after going through something very traumatic, after depression, things like that. There's so many different ways that you can lose yourself, but stay tuned because I'm going to show you guys just a few little steps. Nothing major, nothing specific, but just a few things that you can do to help find yourself again. First, I need you guys to click subscribe. I have time. Click subscribe so that way you guys can continue to tune in and get all the little goodness that I have coming your way. So talking about finding yourself. Oh my goodness. I want you to sit back right now and I want you to think about a time that you feel as if you lost yourself. Some of you may be going through that right now as we speak. And some of you may feel like, you know what, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm okay. And you might go back through some old photos of yourself, a few Facebook statuses that you've made, and be like, man, I was really in a different space. I was really in a dark place at that moment. And that might have been a time where you lost yourself. Well, first I'm going to talk to the mamas, honey. I know that all too well. I'm a mama. You're a mama. I get it. Other people don't get it, but honey, I get it. And it doesn't matter what age your children is, but more specifically, new mommies and mothers of toddlers and, you know, work your way up. But after having a child, sometimes it's so hard. Sometimes it's even hard to get out of the bed. And one thing about being a mom, honey, we have to get out of the bed if those kids is sick, if those kids are hungry, if those kids are pissy, if those kids are, just whatever it is. We have to get up and make sure that they are okay. Whether you have a parent in the home or no parent in the home, an extra parent in the home, it still all falls on mom. That's the crazy part about it. Honey, I commend all those mothers that have, those fathers that are just doing. Honey, hats off. This ain't got nothing to do with you. But for those of us who either have a parent in the home that is working constantly or just not there, honey, it is tough. And people like, Alicia, you married. Child, that don't mean anything when he has to go to work and has to do all of that. Or when the kid only calls on me. And I don't have not one toddler, but two toddlers that say my name constantly. Hell, I even have a 24-year-old that still calls my name. So it really never stops. But I just remember losing myself after giving birth. I remember feeling like the ugliest, the biggest, the saddest, the dustiest, the everything except Alicia. I did not feel like Alicia. As the pregnancy kept going, I kept trying to tell myself that I still had it and I was good and everything was okay, but it wasn't. It absolutely was not okay. And I would be excited to do things like take a shower, take a hot shower. You'd be so surprised how that one little shower, honey, can change your life and your smell. But it can really, really change your life because you just need that moment to yourself. And that's what I was lacking, was moments to myself. And that's what I needed to continue to be who I always used to be. I've always been funny. I've always been super charismatic, all of those things, but I couldn't find her. I had no idea where she was at. You could say something amazing about me and I would completely turn it around with something negative about me because I was projecting how I felt. And so I continued on. That was the first toddler. Honey, then I went on to have a second toddler. Back to back, 18 months apart. I didn't even give myself time to get back cute again because when I looked up, I was knocked up again. Now, I love my babies, but that's not really what I had planned for my life, for my mental state. I wanted the babies, but I didn't plan that my mental would go all the way down. And so it didn't go down to a place where I wanted to hurt me or hurt them or anything like that. But I was hurting myself because I stayed in such a small place. I stayed in such a small place. And, people couldn't tell because I was still laughing and trying to joke and things like that. But really, honestly, I felt like the joke was on me. So a lot of things that people were laughing at were direct hits at myself. Ain't that crazy how we will sabotage ourselves? We're like self, yes, that was true self-harm. It really, really was. And people didn't know. They was just laughing. Had no idea I was really, truly digging at myself. That's really what I was doing. But things that I noticed about as that was going on, my kids started to get older and they started becoming a little bit more self-sufficient. Toddlers, but still a little bit more self-sufficient. And I said, you know what? If they could sit here and watch this TV for a second, I could do my makeup. I could take a shower. Or, of course, somebody watching it, them. But, I could do things for me. So the first step that I had to think, that I had to do was get up. That was the hardest part, was getting up and focusing on me. Getting up and actually doing something for me. Child, I made myself a meal that only I could eat. What else did I do? I went and bought me some, I'm big on joggers and things like that, but I went and bought something for myself. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't anything like that, but it was all mine to myself. I went and bought my favorite snack. I took a drive in the car. What else did I do? I just did a few things. I honestly did a few things, but I looked myself in the mirror and I told myself that there had to be more to me than what I was just showing. There had to be something. I was uncomfortable with my body. I'm like, you know what? Then find you something to wear that complements your body. You keep trying to put on them old jeans and those old jeans don't fit. Find you some new jeans. Get you some new jeans that fit your size that you are right now. It's okay. Embrace it. I don't know how long it's going to be here, but while it's here, you might as well go ahead and have a seat. And so that's what I did. I just went out and I did something for me, something very, very inexpensive for me. I took myself to breakfast. And I took a notepad and a pencil or pen. And I just wrote down things that I wanted for my life and things that I wanted for myself. And I made very small goals and I knocked them down one by one by one by one. That's just what I did. And I've talked to people, right? Which is something I very, very rarely do. Like just go telling somebody how I'm feeling or what's going on. I just started talking to people. And what I realized is the more that I started talking to people and saying what was going on with me out loud, there were other moms and other people that felt the same thing that I felt. And that were, literally doing some of the same things that I was doing. We were just kind of passing tips on to one another. And I was just like, wow, when you let go like that, it puts you in such a small place. You think that you're the only one there and you're the only one that goes through it. I promise you're not. There's other mommies, there's other people that are going through the same thing that you are. Some people even have it a little bit worse. So you have to count your blessings every single day because it definitely could have been worse. And that's one thing I had to realize. So get up, get in a shower, pull yourself together, comb your hair, go get it done or whatever it is that you need to do. Child, I'm trying to get my leg stuck on this couch. Get yourself together, find you some good friends to talk to. Find you a good person that you can confide in. Find you somebody that can, sympathize with you, empathize with you. I don't want any sympathy, but somebody that can kind of understand, can truly, truly take in and understand what it is that you're going through and what it is that you're dealing with. Because it's not a joke. It's not a joke at all. I promise you it's not. And so that's something that you really need to know is what it takes for you to get started. Write down some goals, knock down some things. Start with your credit, start with the bills that's sitting stacked up on your table. Honey, we all got that little pile over there that we'll get to later. Knock them down one by one. Go with the smallest one and build your way up. If you feel like you want to be a stay-at-home mom, if that works for your life right now, do that. Me personally, that's why I'm back in school, because being a stay-at-home mom for me, it just really doesn't work. It causes me to slip in and out of what the hell are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I tend to lose focus a little bit. I don't know if I have like this adult ADD or what. I'm not even sure what it is, but I do know that I don't have the same focus that I had when I was younger. And I understand that. I realize it. It's okay. I get it. I absolutely get it. But I have to find something that I can do and nurture that. And so that's what I do. If it's putting in some more hours at work, if you have the child care and the time and all that, then do that. It's okay. Talk to people in the break room. Communicate join a mom group, not them toxic ones. Please don't join those toxic ones, honey, because they can get toxic real fast. Create your own mom group. There is another mother somewhere that feels what you feel. They're just afraid to step out and tell somebody. They're afraid to step out and face it for themselves and face what's going on. Go to a concert, go to a show, watch your favorite movie. Honey, I'm Pretty Woman. I love watching Pretty Woman. It's something about turning hoes into housewives that I just absolutely love. So I always, that's my go-to movie. I absolutely love it. And so I had to watch that and I realized, honey, girl had it way worse than I did. But it was something that I wanted to do for me. And I needed to do that for me. And I think you guys should do the absolute same. Same thing after a relationship. Honey, after a relationship, you will feel like the biggest loser. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you feel like no one is there for you. The Lord is not there. Nobody is existing, because if they were, why would you be going through something like this? Well, I'm here to tell you, why not you? Why not you? We all go through things. Everyone goes through things. Just because you just got over this relationship hump, or just because you just got out of this relationship, don't mean you have to sit down and just kind of like deal in misery or sorrow, or you don't have to do that. Again, take yourself to lunch. Take yourself to dinner. Take yourself to the movies. It has nothing to do with being lonely. It has everything to do with, I love me enough. I can hang with me. I don't need anybody lying to me, cheating on me, hurting me, abusing me, mistreating me, disrespecting me. I don't need any of that. And that's okay. That is okay. Get up and do what it is that you need to do. Anytime you get to that place, you find you a way out. I don't care. In every relationship, you better figure out an exit strategy. You have to know what to do in case of an emergency. It's like that everywhere you go. You have to figure out what to do in case of an emergency. So if you know that you don't heal well after relationships, honey, you had better figure that exit strategy out. If you know that you are in a situation where you are being abused, mistreated, disrespected, mentally abused, and things like that, honey, you had better try to figure out an exit strategy. Because you don't handle things like that well. And stuff like that take you all the way down into the dumps. I don't want you down there. I don't want you down there at all. And I'm not going to always be there to be able to pull you up out of there. Honey, I need you to know what to do. So I want to give you the tools to know how to remove yourself from those type of situations, or from that dark space. And all of that starts with believing in yourself. Believe in yourself and know that you can do what it is that to catapult you to the next level in life. I'm not talking about work, financial. I'm not talking about those kinds of things. You got to get you together first. Honey, you could be the biggest millionaire in the world, but if you are not together, honey, you are just a dummy. That's it. You have to get you together. That's how you make smart decisions. That's how you do what it is that you need to do. That's how you get where it is that you want to be. Don't let anybody else have to navigate those things for you. Child, you better know. And if you don't know, then you get somebody that you trust to help you, to kind of give you that push. It's just like skating, though. Once you get that good push and you get a good roll and a good rhythm going on, honey, you will never need anybody else. And even if you fall, you know exactly how to get back up and keep rolling. And that's exactly what I want you guys to do. Believe in yourself. Faith is super important. Having faith in yourself is so important. Some of us put so much faith in other people, we forget to put faith in ourselves. How do you put everything that you have into this relationship, into this man or to this woman, and not into yourself? How do you put so much of you into a person that you forget about you? Because, honey, they ain't forgot about them, but you forgot about you. Don't do that. I don't want to see you there. I don't want you down there. So before you allow yourself to get to that point, you got to ask yourself some things. Am I worth it? Am I enough? Am I holding on to something I don't need to have anymore? Am I afraid to do something? You know what I'm saying? And why am I afraid? Ask yourself those things and answer them. My mom used to always say, when you talk to yourself and you answer the question, then you crazy. Well, child, that's the time to be crazy. And I be crazy when it comes to me. I may not be crazy when it comes to somebody else, but when it comes to me, honey, I need to know the question and I need to figure out an answer. And if that means I got to do it out loud, then that just means I'm doing it out loud. But I am fixing me. Fix you. Stop trying to be a fixer for everybody else. Stop trying to love the hell out of people. You can't. Honey, hell was already in them before you met them. Hell was already stirring up and kicking up around their lives and their homes before you even got there. And you thought that little bitty old you was going to be able to just love it away. It don't work like that. That's their hell, not your hell, unless you put them there. That's their hell. Stop sticking your nose in people's business you ain't got no business being in. So if they already had those issues prior to you guys being together, honey, there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it, but you better figure out that exit strategy so that way you're not sitting down in the dumps because you try to fix something that wasn't broke because of you. So you have to gain confidence. Confidence is the biggest thing. That's the name of this segment. Confidence. You have to gain the confidence to be able to go where you want to go. You making all these plans, all these things that you want to do, but you don't even have the confidence. Let's build that. Let's start there and build up the confidence, but you got to get up. You have to get up. And you have to take the first step. First step, that's why I tell all my clients, any of my coaching clients, you have to take the first step. Honey, we're going to get through this consultation, but I'm going to give you a small little assignment. If you do that little assignment, if I see you going hard for you, then I'll come back. If I can't see you going hard for you, child, then I'm going to Target. That's just it, because I don't have time. I don't have the time to play. I got other clients that I'm coaching that are doing and taking the necessary steps to get where it is that they need to be. So I need you, whether I'm coaching you or not. I'm on this video and I'm preaching to you, and I'm proving to you that it can happen. It can. Charlie, I ain't trying to sell you nothing. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass. What I'm trying to do is to get you to understand that you can find yourself after losing yourself. But you have to be willing to put in the work. Some take more work than others. Some do. And that's okay. But you got to be willing to do it. We can talk about it all day long. We can try to figure this thing out together all day long. But you know what? Do you know what? Your ass will still continue to be in the same place that you were in this same time next week, next year, next month, next whatever. I don't have that kind of time to waste, honey. I'm good. I'm 40. I'll be 41 in December. Yay. And it's something about me not wanting to waste any more time that fuels me every single day. I just refuse to waste any more time. I lost my mother at 60-something years old. Child, I'm 20 years away from that. I'm going to live out my years. I'm going to continue to live and thrive and grow and push. And when I find myself slipping back into that dark, small space, I'm going to figure out me an exit strategy, and I got to go. I can't stay down there. I know that it's so amazing to have a pity party with everybody else, but guess what? At some point, everybody leaves the damn party. And I don't want to be the last one to leave. I don't want to be the last one to leave at all. Matter of fact, I'm going to go first. Matter of fact, I'm going to go before the DJ even announce it. I'm ready to roll out because I know that there's something much greater, much better, much easier for me. I know that it is. I know that I don't have to work as hard to love me. If I start trying to, if I stop trying to love everything and everyone else before me, I don't have to work as hard. I know me, honey. I know me like the back of my hand. I know me all day and tomorrow. And so that's what I focus on. I continue to focus on me, which allows me to, in return, be a great mother, be a great wife, be a great stepmom, all of those things. It allows me to be able to be that times 10. And that's what I want to be for my family. I'm going to show up for myself every single day. And that's what allows me to be productive and be aware for them. So that's the same thing I want for you guys. I need you to make it happen. Don't lose yourself. When you lose yourself, you end up abusing yourself. Okay? Think about that. When you lose yourself, you abuse yourself because you stop caring. You stop caring about your health. So you start eating crazy. You stop caring about how you feel. So now you're just saying anything and just allowing all this negativity to come into your life and just tell you what it's going to be, and it just stays there. You start isolating yourself. You start closing yourself in and becoming this introvert. So many people love to use the word introvert. I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. People that I know for sure just be out here talking. I'm an introvert. I'm really an introvert. Honey, I don't want to be anything other than me. Okay. And I don't want to be an introvert because that puts you in a really, really small space. Being an introvert sometimes can make you push people away when you really want them close. I don't want that. I don't want a push and pull type of relationship. I want to be able to pull you close to me, and that's just where we are. That's what I want to do. So I just want you guys to focus on you. Get it together. Figure this thing out. Get your shit together. That's all you have to do. And once you do that, everything will start to, it'll start to play out. It'll start to get good. It'll start to get good. But work on yourself. If there's some weight you need to lose, child, y'all see the little roll over here? If there's some weight you need to lose, set you a small little goal, knock it out. If there is some, what else? Just some moves you want to make. Any moves that you want to make, do the research, figure it out. Get up, go take a walk. You need to clear your mind, go take a walk. Take a shower, take a walk. Buy yourself something, treat yourself, read a book, educate yourself on something, enroll in school. Do these things that you've been wanting to do forever. Apologize to whatever is holding you back. Apologize to whoever you feel like is holding you back. It's okay. Be the bigger person. It'll free your mind, it'll free your heart, and it will free your spirit. It's all right. It's okay. Sometimes being a bigger person, that's good. It just feels good. It's all right. So that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today, was just finding yourself. My daughter-in-law actually brought it to my attention. I was like, man, she's absolutely right. Because I remember being in that space. I remember feeling that way. So when she was just kind of giving me some ideas and some topics and things like that, I was like, man, that's a good one. Because so many of us, especially women, we lose ourselves. Honey, we will put on that Superwoman cape, or who is it? Wonder Woman, whoever cape it is, Wonder Woman cape, and save the world. And there is no one there at the end of the day to save us. So guess what? You have to save yourself. Save yourself now. And you have to do it right now. So I want you guys to do it. Do what it is that you need to do. Write it down. Put it in your phone. Make a reminder. Small steps toward big bonuses. That's what you need. Small steps toward big bonuses, big victories. It's like, wow, it doesn't mean it may not be big to you, but it may be amazing to somebody else. Me, I love when all my bills is paid. I could sit in a house, honey. It could be quiet. I don't have to go nowhere. I don't have to see anybody. I don't have to do none of that. None of that. If my bills is paid, it makes me feel good. If there's food in my refrigerator, it makes me feel good. I don't have to kick it. I don't have to go out. I don't have to do any of those things, honey, because half of them that be out in the club ain't got a damn thing in their refrigerator. So you have to think about that too. Y'all be trying to impress people. That child, please. Trying to impress people that ain't even that's pressed about you. I ain't doing it. I'm not gonna do it. Get you together. Get you together. That way everything else comes, it all falls together. It all falls into place is what I was trying to say. It all falls into place. I thank you guys. I'm your niche coach, Alicia Lester. I'm always here. Hit me up on social media. Alicia Lester Brima on Facebook. 3 more days, I'll be out of Facebook jail. Find me. You can also log on to Niche Coach, actually on Facebook also. Instagram is author Alicia Lester and _niche coach. You can also stop by my website at niche-coach.com for any of your coaching needs. I appreciate you all. Click subscribe. I haven't forgotten. So you can continue to get this. I'll be back. Thank you guys. Have a great day.